All right, what's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of the Living the Dream podcast. Today on the show, we have Charlie Wessel, who is the founder of Cordell Capital. Charlie, how you doing?
Doing great, Jimmy. Doing good, man.
Awesome. Well, thanks for coming on, and we like to jump right in. So if you could start with telling us a little bit more about yourself and what you like to do for fun, that'd be great.
Yeah, for sure. I'm Charlie Wessel, live here in Charleston, South Carolina. I have a wife of 20 years. This October will be 21. I still can't believe that when I say it out loud. I have twin 8-year-old girls and a 12-year-old son. And for fun, I raise capital for fun, and then I love it, man. And then I play golf a lot. I hunt, I fish, typical redneck activities here in South Carolina. And then besides that, I mean, I love throwing baseball with my kids and having a good time with them. We play all the time.
There we go.
Yeah.
How'd you get started raising capital? Like, when did that start? Why did it start? Tell us that story.
That started because we spent 1.5 years chasing deals. And yeah, that did let us to almost nowhere. We made it to the best and final several times, made it to, we were awarded a deal, fell apart in due diligence. And I was like, I am done. I am so done. So I knew buddies of mine that were getting opportunities. And so I could bring a little bit of capital to the table. So I talked with several of them and so I did that, and I handled some of the investor relations for those opportunities. And also, I mean, I was a general contractor for 15 years. So
yeah. And it kind of just took off from there.
It did. And this is a whole lot more fun than dealing with asset managers.
Yeah. I feel that. Well, awesome, man. Tell us a bit about your motivation. What gets you up and keeps you going every day?
Any answer that anybody's going to give you is just going to be so cliche, but it's lifestyle. I'll be honest with you, it's lifestyle. It's, everybody can say family and this, that, and the other, but my lifestyle allows me to spend more time with my family than most people. Like, I go on field trips, every field trip I'm on. We got, I pick the kids up from school some days. Whatever we need to do, we can go do. I mean, I can do anything I do from on the road.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I love that you say that, because very similar to you, I'm getting into the multifamily space. Right now I'm wholesaling land because I have some cash flow issues. But once I can withstand those longer transaction times and start being a GP on some multifamily, is for that same purpose. Like, I really don't want somebody to tell me I can't go on a field trip with my kids, or that I can't.
Yeah, exactly. Timmy, you have kids?
I do not. So I'm 23. So.
Oh, rock and roll, man. 23. I hardly remember it.
Yeah. Don't have kids quite yet, but 4 or 5 years down the road, I'm looking to start pumping them out. So
there you go.
Trying to prepare for that, man. Trying to have that lifestyle by the time I'm 28 of like, I've replaced my W-2.
Yeah.
I'm real sad. So I'm right there with you. Well, awesome. Let's go ahead and jump into your dreams and goals. I know you're already living your dream lifestyle, but any other dreams, goals, bucket list items you want to talk about?
I mean, really, man, I had a family business that me and my dad started. He basically kind of funded it. It was a general contracting firm that he helped come in and fund, and he helped run some of the books and everything. He ran a large division of a company for a long time. And so when he came in, we started this family business, and it was great. I brought my brothers in and made them equal partners. And then I got, after 10 or 11 years in that business, I just got tired. I had little kids. I was working 60 plus hours a week. And I was like, look, I'm just going to sell my portion of these guys and go do this, raising capital, or, try to do the multifamily thing. So I think my main dream here is to build something and bring my kids along with me and my wife and say, look, this is what we can do. Like, my mom kept telling my son, oh, he loves to cook. And he was like, she was like, oh, you could be a chef when you grow up. I was like, or you could buy the dang restaurant and then you can go play chef whenever you want. I
Yep.
said, but you're not shackled to the to the job in the food and bev biz. So, I'm trying to get them to think differently about life instead of, oh, look, you can go to school and go get a degree and go get this kind of job. That'd be awesome. Or you can own that company. And, seriously,
Yeah,
it's,
no, I'm right there with you.
yeah, it's just a whole paradigm shift that, I'll be honest with you, our entire youth needs to go through. And they need to be taught this in school at a young age, and they don't teach them that because teachers don't know that.
Sorry.
Teachers are in debt up to their eyeballs to make a little tiny bit of money, and nobody thinks teachers should make six figures more than I do. But it's that broke mentality, man. And it's going to keep a lot of them broke. So
It is. Charlie, you'll be happy to hear this then. So I've been thinking of a way to monetize this podcast, and one of the things I've learned about being an entrepreneur is at the core of it, it's just every successful entrepreneur is a deal maker.
oh yeah.
And so I was like, well, I'm gonna take that concept and I'm gonna take it to people who need it. I need to hear it when I was 18. I'm gonna take it to 18-year-olds now. So I'm trying to get into colleges to partner with them and build out a mastermind program of college age people who want to be entrepreneurs, teach them that deal making skill with the hopes of when they get out of college, have them creatively financed or purchased M&A. Like you can purchase businesses for $200,000 that cash flow. And yeah, you're going to have to work 20, 30 hours a week on it, but you can do it, right? And so get these college students to creatively finance these businesses or this real estate and have 4 to 5K coming in at the baseline once they graduate so they can just build from there.
Yeah. I mean, look, man, I still to this day, when I sold out my portion of the general contracting firm, I started a roofing company.
Yep.
Okay. So that's been 6 years now. Almost 4 years ago, I hired a guy that has been running that business for like 4 years. I own a roofing company. I make pretty strong six figures from that roofing company, and I might have 4 hours a week in it, just checking reports and making phone calls. And that's passive income, man.
Yeah.
The IRS doesn't see it as passive income, but it's passive income. I'm still trying to get my accountant to use our cost seg on my roofing income, but it ain't happening. So
I got you. No, that's genius though. And I think the thing that really made the shift for me, there's this girl named Cody Sanchez who lives in Austin, Texas. And she talks about how you can buy these boring businesses of like, a roofing company, you can buy a plumbing company, you can buy a FedEx moving company, a mail delivery company. You can buy all these companies and, seller finance 10% down with the SBA loan. And then you can hire an operator. So say the company brings in 200,000 cash flow, hire an operator for 150, collect that 50,000, and then spend your time buying another company or something like that. So
yeah, absolutely. And we pay all our guys well, pay him well, so I don't know, it kind of clicks along.
Yeah.
So you got to find the right people, man.
You do. Gotta hire right.
Yeah, that's right. Hire slow and fire fast.
There we go. All right. So we got that you want to build something that you can kind of bring your kids and wife along with you towards this goal, dream of kind of that mindset shift of going
I say my wife, she's along for the ride. My kids.
Yeah.
Trying to build something that they can come into and work and also just try to get the right mindset in them as well.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Are there any other dreams or goals that you want to talk about, or is that the main one you got kicking?
Dude, that is what keeps me breathing.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I love it. Well, if there were one or two people that you could meet, and this could be a specific person or a type of person, and they'd really help you take the next step towards helping your kids to kind of walk into that mindset, walk into this empire you're about to leave for them, who would that person be and how would they help you?
I don't know, man. That's a good question. And you know what? Yeah, I see that right there. Okay. Yeah, no, I don't know, man. I really don't. I'll be honest with you. I mean, we're looking for capital,
Yeah.
you know? I mean, I'm 44 years old. I've read books like crazy. Um, I don't know, man. Besides like somebody like C.S. Lewis or somebody, I mean, that would be cool. But I mean, besides that, I mean, we just need people with capital. So we need to meet somebody who's worth 300 million and wants to come place it with us.
Yeah.
So, I mean, not to have the most shallow answer you've ever had on this show, but yeah, that's about it.
You have a specific, I know a lot of capital raisers will have a specific persona they target, like maybe a doctor or a big law lawyer, or do you have that specific persona?
I go after business owners.
Gotcha.
I like business owners. They usually have cash and they're always way more on the conservative side of life. And they like to, it's amazing how many of them hate the stock market, but still have money in it.
Yep.
Because they don't know what else to do, because they're getting, advice from financial planners from these big firms. And it's just sad, really, because that's another part of the broke mentality. It really is. You work hard, save money all your life, and you can retire when you're 65 because it's been growing at 4% for the past 30 years.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous. I mean, we have deals that are, I mean, we have 3 of them for sale right now with contracts on a couple that are, I mean, it's going to be like 20-something% average annual return on these things.
Yep.
I mean, why would you do that? Why would you put money in a 401k? I mean, I get the IRA part and, all the savings. And even when the company is matching your money, it's free money. But how expensive is it? You still gotta, I mean, you're still kind of selling yourself for the company and
time, opportunity cost.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. Is it really worth them matching your 3% or your 4%?
Yeah.
I mean, that's crazy.
Hey, I am right there with you. I am glad that you just got your head screwed on right. Awesome. So looking for capital, preferably business owners.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. I like business owners because I'll be honest with you, man, I didn't go to college. I went for a half a semester and I was like, yeah, this is not going to work out for me. Yeah. So I knew that I had to go and start a business, and that's what I did. I've always owned my own businesses. So.
Yeah, I got you. There you go. What's the most important 1 or 2 things everyday people can do to help you accomplish your dreams and goals? I'm assuming it's introduce you to people who got the capital.
Yeah. We'll just stay on that whole shallow, the whole thread.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, really, liking content that we put out, commenting on it. Really, I don't even care about likes or any of that stuff on LinkedIn or whatever. I want to see somebody that wants to get involved and comment on it, and that's kind of how I judge our content. Is if I'm not putting out content that somebody is going to be responding back to, well, then I'm not really adding value to anybody, because anybody can go and read something and be like, oh, that's cool, click, like, move on to the next one. But when you get somebody's wheels moving a little bit, and that's really what I've had a meeting, with my VA about that and said, hey, look, we need to get a little deeper, I guess. I don't even know, man, because it's tough. I mean, we post every day and have for the past 2 years on LinkedIn, Facebook, and Instagram. But anyway.
Yeah. No, I'm experiencing that too, honestly, with the podcast posting daily. It's not blowing up like I thought it was going to blow up because it's not getting the engagement like I thought it was going to get the engagement. So I started improving my marketing skills. Have you ever heard of Russell Brunson's Traffic Secrets?
Oh, yeah. I mean, everybody's heard of Russell Brunson.
Everybody.
He's going to wear a hoodie sweatshirt. He's going to be all loud and in your face, and he's all excited. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. You might want to figure out, I'm sure you're already doing this, but have your VA really target those Dream 100 then of those people.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. I'm part of Raise Masters, which is Hunter Thompson's group.
Yeah. I know Hunter. Is that how you found the podcast?
Do I now
connect us?
Yeah, Adam connected us. Yeah, I've known Adam for years. His brother actually lives here in Charleston, and we meet every Wednesday for lunch.
Oh, gotcha.
Oh, yeah, and we
Yeah.
play golf together sometimes, and yeah, he's a great guy. But yeah, I mean, all that stuff, it's all well and good. We just, and we've been implementing everything, and it's going to go from 30 to 150 real quick.
Yep.
It was a lot of blood, sweat, and tears getting it to 30, but taking it up, it's going to really take off. I know it will. I mean, that's happened with every business I've ever had,
Yeah.
I mean, you work like a dog to get it going. You put everything you have in it, and then it just takes off. And then you just got to hold on.
Yeah, no,
So
absolutely.
that's what we're hoping for.
Takes so much energy to get the momentum going, but once it's going,
Once it's going, man, it's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really good.
Awesome. Well, now we're going to jump into our thriving three. First question is favorite book, movie, or podcast? Pick one.
My favorite podcast is Hunter Thompson's
Mm.
because he's way deeper than I would be. And I like to get that, it's a lot of financial forecast, and talks a lot about the government and interest rates and stuff like that. So I like to kind of learn a lot about that. Besides that, Whitney Sewell, he's a friend of mine.
Love Whitney.
I like Whitney's podcast just because it's just good old boys down to earth. I mean, it's going to be so, it's so packed full of information, each one of them. But I don't know. It's just the way Whitney comes off, man.
Yeah.
You just want to go hang out with this guy for a while. And I've had dinner with him. And got to hang out with him for a night. And he was great. He was a great guy.
Yeah, no, Whitney's so cool. He actually had, when I was really pushing about learning how to raise capital and stuff, he had this podcast that I listened to where one of the dudes on there just sent out, or he went to the tax man, the accountant that really deals with all the people who are LPs and syndications.
Mm-hmm.
And he sent out direct mail as the accountant sent out his K1s. He paid for his mail, and he said he got hundreds or tens or hundreds of calls back just from paying for that dude's mail, $800 or whatever, and sending out a little piece of advertising with it.
That's a great idea, man. Yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah, I was like, wow, genius, literally genius. Also, people who flip, investors who flip and need a place to put their money, he said, were another good source.
Yeah. Well, a lot of a buddy of mine flips, and my brother flips too here in Charleston. And it's, we did some of that when I was a general contractor, man, but God, it's a lot of work, man. It's more work than I want to do. I'll be honest with you. I mean, but they got to have all that dry powder to keep doing the next deal, and keep sinking it in there.
Yeah.
And I mean, these guys will do a lot of work and a lot of deals to make 220 grand a year, you know? And 220 grand sounds like a lot of money, and it sounds all nice and fabulous, but if you're the only breadwinner in the house, 220 grand ain't gonna get you very far.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
For sure. Well, awesome. What is one way you like to take care of yourself?
I pray a lot. I mean, I pray for my kids. I pray for other people's businesses. Pray for my business every day, but I also make sure that I try to pray for somebody else's business that I know. And doing that and playing with my kids, I do work out in the morning. It's called F3 with a group of guys. That's at 5:30 in the morning. And I got hurt a couple months ago. I haven't been in 2 months, man, but I really need to get back out in the gloom and go hit it hard with these guys because it's a lot of fun and it's a great just camaraderie. Guys, anybody listening to this, It is just for men, but there's website f3nation.com or f3.com. It's in every state. It's in multiple countries. It's really, really good program to get into.
Yeah. Is it primarily weightlifting? Is it cardio? Is it?
Oh no. We meet out in the parking lot of a school. And I mean, there's probably 8 or 9 different locations that are going on at 5 or 5:30 in the morning, all around Charleston, Mount Pleasant, Somerville. Yeah, it's just all like high intensity workout, kind of military style kind of workout, but it's a great place to find those 3 a.m. buddies.
Yep.
You know, those guys that you call at 3 a.m. and they would answer the phone in a heartbeat.
Yeah. There we go.
Yeah.
Well, nice. What is one action step you can take right now or continue to take to find that person with that $300 million to place with you?
Keep doing what I'm doing. I'll be 100% honest with you, man. We work our honeys off at what we do right now. You know, we've been putting the time in for a few years. We're just going to keep doing what we're doing. And I wholeheartedly believe it'll pay off. I really do.
Yeah. Yeah. I feel that. There we go. Last question. You ready?
Yeah, man.
You know how there are people with that really fixed mindset? They're not willing to accept help. They're not willing to accept change. Sometimes they'll live their whole life like that, and sometimes they'll die like that, unfortunately. Other times you make that switch in your life to more of a growth mindset, willing to accept help and willing to accept change. In your opinion, what is the catalyst that causes that switch?
I don't know, man. I guess it could be rock bottom for some. I think for everybody, it's going to be something different, you know?
Yep.
I think it's going to be, it's the thing that makes everybody hit their knees, man. It's when you're in the low times, when you're in the valley, that, you know, you're like, man, something's got to change. Something's got to give. You know, you got to get out of your comfort zone and do things you don't want to do. I mean, as a general contractor, I've always been pretty good at talking to people, but me calling somebody and saying, hey, our minimum raise on this is $100,000.
Yeah.
I mean, that's not normal for me, you know? I mean, in dollars and cents, I mean, we, you know, we're doing deals that are $50 million right now. That's a whole nother paradigm shift in itself, man. I mean, that's thinking about money in a totally different way. You know, it really is. I mean, when you got a $20 million raise, I mean, that's a lot of coin, man.
Oh, yeah.
You know? And to think about it, when somebody is sending you $50,000, that's a lot of money. I mean, that's more money than most of the Americans make in a year, really.
It is.
But they send you $150,000, and it's just, it's small potatoes compared to the deal, but it's humbling and honor. It just honors me that somebody, you know, they're trusting me with that money. And I mean, that's what makes me work really hard, is I can lose my money, but I can't lose their money, you know? So yeah. I really, really do. I mean, I take that as a great honor, and I love it. That's why I play a lot of golf with these guys.
There we go. Well, Charlie, is there anything else that you want to chat about before we hop off?
I'm good, man. I'm going to go hit golf balls. It's still light here in Charleston. It's 6:30, man.
There we go. Well, Charlie, thanks for coming on the show.
Thank you, Timmy. I appreciate it, man.
Of course. And if you guys are listening to this, you loved what Charlie had to say, you want to help him raise capital, you want to pray for his business, other people's business, and his family life, make sure to hit him up, follow him on social media, like and share his content. As we always ask, shoot this podcast to 1 to 3 people you know need to hear this message, need to move some capital into real estate. Give us a 5-star review on iTunes, and we're out.